My name is Mark. When I was 2 years old, I fell in love with hockey. By the time I was 2.5, I was playing on a team with the older kids. I planned on letting hockey take me as far as it could, but I didn't plan on it being cut so short. Ever since I could talk, I really was just in love with hockey. Every time it was on the TV in my house or anything like that, even before I could talk, I was babbling, pointing at the screen. I grew up in a small town just outside of Buffalo, New York, which is a really hockey-rich community. Every mile or so there's a rink. There's players like Pat Kane that came out of there that are stars in the NHL now, right on the border of Canada. So growing up in an area like that is really, it made it easy to play hockey at a young age. I first played for North Buffalo Thundercats, which is a really, really small, kind of rundown rink, but they allowed kids to play at a younger age. So I started playing there when I was 2.5 with the older kids, about 4 and 5. Then I played there in the house leagues until I was probably 6 or 7. Started playing travel, and then eventually ended up in Amherst, New York, where we had a little bit more of an established team. When I was 14, we came into my freshman year of high school at Williamsville North. At that point, Williamsville North was really the premier hockey team in the area. So I played on that team for my freshman and sophomore year, and then eventually started getting recruited for schools. Trinity Pauling ultimately saw me in a tournament and contacted my coach, who ended up contacting me, obviously, and letting me know that they were interested. Right when I went to visit their campus, I kind of knew that was a place for me, so it made the decision a lot easier. My first concussion was at the end of my freshman year, playing at Williamsville North. I was hit after a game in the back of the head into the boards and lost a little consciousness for probably 5-10 seconds. I came back in playing too soon right after, obviously trying to get back on the ice as soon as I could, not knowing the danger of doing that. But when I was finally hospitalized, I at that point probably had about 4 or 5 concussions. It's kind of hard to put a number on it, just because I was kind of hiding all of them after the first one that I could. Finally, we had a game against the Gunnery, which is another boarding school in Connecticut. I tried to duck a check and got my head pinched along the boards and was out cold for, I want to say 5-10 minutes. I've heard a bunch of variations of the story. And then I was in and out of consciousness for the next few hours. After that, I was airlifted to Hartford Hospital because they had a really good neuro unit, and that's where I woke up and was told that I couldn't play hockey ever again. I was really being helped a lot, like one-on-one attention, whether it be from my hockey coach, counselors, therapists, even a lot of my teachers. They all lived on campus. They were helping me with schoolwork and all that stuff through the first few months. I wasn't taking as many classes. It was really a long road, but I ended up applying to University of Rochester, which is my first choice, because I wanted to go into the medical field. They have a great program, and I got in there. I ended up finishing up my undergrad at SUNY Geneseo, the psychology degree, and now I'm pursuing my Master's of Anatomy at Duval College in Buffalo. I plan on applying to medical school next summer, the summer of 2018, and matriculating the fall of 2019, with the plan of becoming a neurologist or psychiatrist. I'm kind of leaving my options open for now, but that's the immediate plan. So I plan on obviously using my experiences to really connect with patients in the future and help them along. If I could go back in time, I would definitely yell at my younger self, because there was a lot of struggle that I shouldn't have had to go through. A lot of pain I caused, not just myself, but my parents, my family, my friends. It's just at that point, it was so little known about the dangers of concussions and really all the repercussions you could face later on in life if you didn't follow the guidelines they gave you. Definitely hiding injuries. Any sort of injury isn't a good thing, but when it's with your head, it's really, really dangerous.